Pisces, welcome to your 2015 astrology forecast, and I want to thank you for stopping by and listening. So, the January 1st energy is a surge of energy that will give you a thumbprint or a view of the year, of the energies that you will be working with the year. And there's a larger thing. There's always a larger thing that's going on, and these would be the outer planets where they are and what they're impacting. One of the main energy switches has been that Saturn has gone into Sagittarius December 23rd. It will go back into Scorpio for a couple of months in the summertime, but going into Sagittarius is a big deal for you because it's square. What it is it gives tension or pressure to Pisces. Now, for 2.5 years, it takes to finish. So it's not like tomorrow, or even, it might not even impact you this year, but there will be a whisper, a feeling of, I need to do what I said I was going to do. I want to be responsible for my life, my desires, my dreams. Is about being true to what's important to you and what you want to be known for. It's impacting, it's about, people call it your career, but I call it your life, because your life is really what you're doing. If you're working a job to pay the bills, but you have something else that you're passionate about, it will impact that. If you like your job, if you don't have a passion and you don't like your job, then it's saying over between now and 2.5 years from now, you will change it. So some of the whispering will start with that message. It begins, speaking of message, the messenger is Mercury. Mercury is known as the messenger. Every time it goes retrograde, it will be a way for you to get information, knowledge, insight, and know what you need to do or how the universe can help you. The first time is January 21st. It goes retrograde in Aquarius. So there's a sign behind you. It is about seeking information from the other side. I call it the other side, the intuitive side, the spiritual side. It also is getting information sometimes it's from others, about where you can trip yourself up in life, that blind spot that you have in life. So get information about that so you don't mess up a good thing, so you can move forward in life and not feel that, why does something never happen for me? There's a blind spot there. And right in the beginning of the year, when Mercury goes retrograde, the 21st and into the beginning of February, that energy, that message can come through for you. The second message is in the 18th of May, when Mercury goes retrograde in Gemini. In this part of life, so what can happen here is you can have some connections with family, or you could get some news from family or around your home. You could be rethinking where you want to live or what you want to do in your home environment. Yes, all of that is true. But this is, all of the Mercury retrogrades are happening in the psychological aspects of the chart. It's about knowing yourself on a deeper level. And so around mid-May through June, yes, what can happen is you want to spend some time at home. People from the past could come back, especially early childhood. But it, on a deeper level, is about being willing to go within yourself and dig deep about, and memories can come up from childhood too. Different memories can pop up. The third retrograde of the year is September 17th in Libra. And this is suggesting that you will be rethinking, on a practical level, you'll be rethinking insurances. So check your car insurance. Are you paying too little, paying too much? Are you getting the coverage you need? That type of a thing. Are you paying too much for your banking stuff or your credit card stuff? That's on the practical level. On a spiritual level, it is suggesting that you go deeper within your own psyche and understand yourself more. It also is suggesting that you will be thinking about whether or not that what you give to others is coming back to you in fairness. So there's this self-other. What you have, what others have, is in balance. And that brings us to the eclipses, another place where you will get information about what this year is about for you. Because the eclipses, solar and lunar eclipses for the last year or so, have been going through your house of your own talent, your own given innate talent, your own personal resources, money, and what others have, and where you can get stuff from others, and having a good balance between that. So however, the solar eclipse on March 20th, this first time in 9 years, it goes back into your sign. It is at 29 degrees of Pisces. So you actually have 2 new moons. This inner chart is the day that the sun goes into Pisces. So which is February 18th at 6:50 p.m. The sun enters Pisces, and the moon is there. So there's a new moon at the beginning of the month, and then 29 days later, there's another new moon, but that new moon's an eclipse. And so this is a double chance for you to get it right this year, to get things done, to get things pushed, moving forward. The eclipse pattern will be about what is it that I need for me? What's important for me? Now, unless you're a very late Pisces, March 19th, 18, 19, or if you were 20, because that sun switches to Aries that day, then it will be more eventful for you in the world. Like you could get an offer for another job, or something can happen around your job, what you're doing. Then the next eclipse, the lunar eclipse, is April 4th. It goes back to the pattern we've been in between Aries and Libra. And this is, you'll have one more on September 27th, where it accesses the money that you have and the money that you owe, the talents that you have, what you see out in the world, and then having balance between that, what you have for yourself, what other gives to you, having balance in that. And so, and literally it can be that I need to develop my talents so I can have more prosperity in life, more abundance in my life. The solar eclipse in September is in Virgo. So the solar eclipse in September in Virgo, opposite your sign, is an important aspect that's saying now the energy is shifting to self. What do you want to do for yourself, and who do you want to be with? Who do you want to ask to come along with you? So that is a very important vibration, especially because Jupiter is going to go into Virgo. Now, another important aspect that happens this year is Venus will be going retrograde July 25th. She goes retrograde once every couple of years, so it's not like a Mercury retrograde that happens 3 times a year. It's an event. She steps over into the line of Virgo, then she goes retrograde at 0 degrees. So she's spending a long time in Leo. And the Leo energy, and this is where Jupiter has been. Jupiter will go into Virgo on August 11th. But the first half of this year, up to August, and even into September a little bit, there is an influence that's asking you to know what you need to do in a day-to-day life, boring way, work way, that will help the bigger picture of what you want to accomplish and what you want to be known for, to give to the planet, to help the planet, that to get organized, to get things in, to get the drudgery work done. You are the dreamer, you are the artist, even if you work in a very practical type of a job. There is a creativity that you innately carry, saying get the minutia done so the rest of you can soar, so the rest of you can really be seen and known in the world. When Jupiter goes into Virgo, it's opposite your sign, and that is a good thing. Jupiter in Virgo, so Jupiter shines its light over to Pisces, offering at different times opportunity for expansion and growth. Your expansion and growth will come from connecting with other people. So people can come your way that may give you information, knowledge, or help. And Jupiter spends a year in every sign, or 11.8 months in every sign. So get ready for this. And how you get ready for this is kind of like taking care of the things you don't want to take care of that you wish you could pay somebody else to do. All the little things. And this will be made very clear by September 17th, when Jupiter opposes Neptune. Jupiter-Neptune. So Jupiter and Neptune are the ruling planets of your sign. So Jupiter's the traditional ruler, Neptune's considered the modern ruler. They oppose each other on September 17th. This is the dreamer energy. Don't let anybody tell me that my dreams can't come true. Really, Jupiter wants to expand. Neptune is the dreamer, the artist. Why can't we live in this ideal world? Why can't we live with compassion? All of this. And the opposition is saying to expand that. However, because Jupiter is in Virgo, Virgo is an essence of work. There is work to be done. If it's not grounded, if it's only in the dream state, then when Saturn squares Neptune in November, you could feel very let down and disappointed by things. Why is it that it doesn't work out? Why is it that nobody's, I'm not being rescued? There's a, why is this happening? You want to honor the Saturn and Virgo necessity of putting the effort and the work in order for it to manifest. There may be some obstacles that come up in November, but the positive side of this energy is putting form to the dreams. And then the year finishes with Uranus going direct on December 25th. So for those that celebrate the Christmas holidays, Uranus going direct is a break-free energy. Let me break free from the tradition and open up life and have things open up. And Uranus has been moving through very slowly. So this is one of those subtle energies, but it's like an undercurrent and for you is to break free from financial restrictions. What will create freedom for me, that I don't have to think about money, that I can be free from worrying about if I can pay this credit card or this bill or that bill. I want to be free from it. So there's an undercurrent around that, but it's important to pay attention to the other messages, so that when the Uranian energy moves forward and breaks free, you have given it the fuel it needed in order to break free. I wish you a very, very happy and prosperous and healthy 2015, and thank you so much for being a subscriber and for sharing.